Jealousy is something I believe everyone has experienced in their lifetime. Yes, even 2-year-olds, especially 2-year-olds. We all know the feeling, whether it's jealousy or envy, the feelings we have to endure are pretty awful. But the real problem we have with jealousy is whether or not it's consistent and its severity. Having to deal with the occasional jealousy pangs, that's bearable, and in most cases that's pretty healthy. Experiencing the pain regularly, well, that's not. The definition of jealousy is this: thoughts or feelings of insecurity, fear, and concern over lack of possessions or safety. Jealousy can consist of one or more emotions such as anger, resentment, inadequacy, helplessness, or disgust. Sounds about right, doesn't it? Although we could add a lot more to that. What people get jealous of varies drastically, but it's common for us to feel jealous of other people in relation to our relationships, whether someone has something you want or they're doing something better than you, true or not. I won't go into the difference between jealousy and envy, as they both trigger the same feelings and they both come from the same place. I've suffered with jealousy on and off in my life and at extreme levels. One phase of it in particular was pretty life-crippling. It was mainly to do with my partner, and it went on for about a year. Yes, my poor partner had to endure my constant tantrums, my hysterical crying, questioning, anger, and the lack of intimacy. I really was a mess. But the main thing I remember from that time was how unconscious I was. I allowed my feelings to control me. I was a slave to them. In the end, I went about researching how to overcome this bizarre possession. As jealousy stems from our lack of self-esteem and our inferiority complex, most advice is to work on this and to just generally love yourself. I believe I've got to the point I'm at today because of a long-term practice of implementing various techniques, but also doing the inner work. The place I'm currently at is to manage the emotions. It's not necessarily about preventing it, although this does happen in the long run as you're teaching your subconscious new habits or responses. You're technically conditioning yourself. I still get occasional jealous feelings, but they're milder and in a normal capacity. I welcome them now because it means I can learn something about myself and the situations in my life because of the feelings. I view them as little life lessons, so really I've turned them into a positive. Awareness is absolutely key. I can't stress this enough. When you feel overwhelmed with jealousy, you must find a way of being present in that moment before your emotions are able to escalate and determine your actions. If you're aware of how you feel and observe the feeling, you can detach from the feeling and forbid it from owning you, thus depleting it of its power. So if I saw something online that triggered the jealous feeling, I'd ground myself fully in that moment and be present. I'll observe the feeling and I'll watch it. I won't be it. It has no power over me. The problem is when you allow the emotion to take over and you don't witness it. You're in danger of becoming robotic. You react instead of respond, and it leaves no room for conscious decision making. So when the jealous feeling hits you, do as Eckhart Tolle instructs and shine the light of awareness on how you feel. One of the most effective things you can do about jealousy is to do the opposite of what your jealousy wants you to do. Show the person you're jealous of love and kindness. Sounds like the last thing you want to do, but picture this. You're jealous of your friend because they have recently started their own business doing what you do. So you show them love, you help them, you offer them your guidance. Then the jealousy has no power over you. You will in time start to feel better and the jealous feelings will ease. The key is to stay in control. It's difficult in times of jealousy, to not see our situation as bleak, especially in comparison to the object of your jealousy. But remember, lives can change overnight. You can achieve everything they have, if not more, in a very short space of time. Start making it happen. Let the jealousy motivate you. Let it direct you. It doesn't matter how much other people achieve, as the world is abundant and you can do the same, if not more. Think Jupiter. Hear me out on this one, okay? Thinking about Jupiter when you feel overwhelmed with emotion is a good way of grounding yourself. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, and its iconic red spot is a giant storm bigger than Earth, and it's raged on for hundreds of years. Thinking about Jupiter, or anything existential, reminds us of the bigger picture. We're humans living a life here on planet Earth, and one day we will join the rest of the stars. It gets you thinking and feeling more spiritual. So it gets you thinking less and feeling less about the jealousy and the situation. It puts things into perspective. So, think Jupiter. Jealousy is bad for your energy and energy in general. It totally brings your frequency down. You don't want to be contributing that poison to the world. It's okay to initially feel that way, but it's what you do with the feelings that makes you and the world evolve. If you learn from the feeling and you manage it, then you're evolving. If you're a slave to it and escalate it, then you're offering nothing but bad energy. Remember, we are all connected. Stop viewing the separation of our bodies and start feeling the energy that connects us all. This unites us. See the people that make you feel jealous as part of you, not separate from you.